Let me tell you, the Mariners, I'm usually think this is over the top, with all the stuff they do, with the home run celebrations. But a home run trident, I got to be honest with you, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I just saw that. I was like, that's my picture. That's what I'm starting the show off with. Oh, really, before I forget, Gumbo Chef doing his first show today. They had a preview last night, show tonight in Maine. They got written up in a paper up there. I'm ecstatic for him. It's awesome. But I know that he would appreciate the trident because I love this trident. I mean, I think this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I want one for my house, and I just want to walk around with my trident. I just want to walk the streets with a trident. New York City, you might get some looks, but I think it would get a lot of props, a lot of high fives. People are like, all right, but I guess the cops probably come and arrest me. It depends how sharp it is. It looks pretty intimidating, this one. It's so gold, so majestic. What did I saw yesterday, Sam Rosen during the Ranger game said, I think Kane took, he said, well, what a glorious attempt. He used the word glorious. I just was like, that's a word we should use more often. Glorious. It's just glorious. So yesterday, Mookie Betts had trouble getting to the game, gets there late, and is playing shortstop for the Dodgers. Even pulled a 6-4-3 double play. I mean, the guy, Mookie Betts is a hell of it. They won 6-2 yesterday, and Cody Bellinger for the Cubs hit a 420-foot home run on 420. I mean, come on. I don't smoke weed. I used to smoke. No calories. As I said, drugs don't work for me. But yeah, I would take marijuana any day over alcohol, any day. And you get the munchies. I was telling, I told Angus that story that in Amsterdam, got this little lady's face. This is the best fucking food I ever had. It was amazing. It makes everything taste good. Even stuff you don't like. I still don't think it would make Michigan eat seafood, but I'd take that shot. Yeah, so I don't know. Just, I got stuff in my mind. I just watched Titans, the episode, which I couldn't get into. And then at the end, they brought in all these different characters, which I was like, The Flash and all this stuff. I don't want to give too much away, but it was kind of cool. And I'm like, I got to rewatch this whole episode because I don't know what the hell's going on. Yellow Jackets was awesome. So this is kind of interesting. I think it's called Watermelon. I got to look this up. Michigan's sister-in-law's sister made a movie called Watermelon Woman, right? Is that what it's called? Watermelon Woman? Yeah, The Watermelon, 1996. And they made a reference to it in Yellow Jackets last night. So I wanted to send Jenny a text saying, your sister made this movie with her wife at the time, I guess, and they made a reference to it in Yellow Jackets, movie from 96, 27 years ago. I was like, that's freaking cool. That was good. I did not love The Power yesterday. I thought it was a little all over the place. I mean, today I watch it. Yeah, Animal Control, I'll tell you, it's on Fox with Joe McHale and some other actors who I've never seen before in anything. Well, actually, one of them, the guy who plays Patel, I've seen in some stuff. He's very funny. And there's a New Zealand woman. It's really goddamn funny, man. I'll tell you, if you haven't seen it, I give it thumbs up to give it a shot. But yeah, The Power, I almost don't remember how it ended the episode, but I kind of was like, I felt like this was kind of like an episode. I mean, they're setting things up for future episodes. I told him Mandalorian was awesome. Yeah. And this just came in, breaking news, and I just saw this, and I was like, holy crap, this is kind of interesting. He just reached out to me. Good. Awesome. Supposed to do a show with Damien today, and it's funny. I had an inkling that he wasn't going to be available, and I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead and do my show, and he isn't. So we'll talk about him. Yeah. So that's good. So we're done. We'll talk to him later. But this just popped up. Breaking news that a bunch of NFL players got suspended for gambling. Now, they didn't gamble on football, but 4 Lion players, and Jameson Williams, who tore his knee in the championship game the year before Bama, 2 years ago for Bama, or I think it was the playoff before, and then he was out. So he got drafted, top 10 pick by the Lions last year, came back at the end of the season, had some good games. Well, he's suspended. Yeah, for violating four. So he got suspended. Lions wide receiver Quintez Cephas, safety C.J. Moore. They've been suspended indefinitely for betting on NFL games, as well as Washington Commanders defensive end Shaka Toney. They can reapply for reinstatement. After 1 year, the Lions announced that the two players have been released. Second-year wide receivers Williams and Stanley Berryhill are being suspended for 6 games each for mobile betting that occurred at the Lions' Allen Park facility. They did not bet on NFL games. You can't do it, dude. According to league policy, NFL players and personnel cannot bet on NFL games, the draft, or any league-related activities under any circumstances. They also cannot place any bets while at a team facility or on any team-related travel. So the problem was that they didn't bet on football, but they did it in the facility. I mean, how are you that fucking stupid? You know, you're bored and you're betting on, I mean, everybody's doing it. But so they got, I don't know why they got 6 games each and the other guys were suspended indefinitely. They also cannot place any bets while a team, okay. Entering second season, there was Williams, who was limited 6 games last year, suffered in the championship game, while playing for Bama. I thought it was the semifinal, it was the championship game. They got him number 12 in the draft. He did have a 41-yard touchdown catch against the Vikings on his lone reception of his first season. Yeah. So I guess that's what. So Lions teammates and quarterback Jared Goff, you know, he recently was in California with Jared Goff in California to develop chemistry. He was also on site this week for the Lions' voluntary offseason workouts. Williams and Berryhill can participate in organized team activities, minicamp, training camp, and the preseason won't be available for the regular season games until week 7. And they said the punishments for Cephas and Moore are similar to Calvin Ridley, suspended all of last season.